In this video, I share some of the stupid mistakes I've made while playing Elite Dangerous. Even though most players are quick to point out and laugh at our mistakes when playing games, everyone makes mistakes in the beginning. As I always say, if you haven't blown up your ship or run out of fuel at least once, you aren't playing Elite right. This is something that took me a long time to learn. In the beginning, I didn't pay attention to the heat levels of my ship, and it cost me a lot of precious time when traveling across the galaxy. For example, I would fly too close to the sun and drop out of supercruise. And then I would struggle for a long time to get out of there. After learning about heat management, now it's one of the first things I do after buying a ship and fully upgrading it. In a previous video, I shared my first experience attacking a Thargoid interceptor. Long story short, I failed miserably since I did not prepare for it at all. Before going on the hunt, I did not do any kind of research or follow a guide. And I paid for that mistake by humiliating myself. This applies to every combat encounter in Elite. Whether you're hunting pirates, criminals, or even doing PvP, you need to research, upgrade, and prepare for the battle before anything else. In the very early days, I learned the valuable lesson of the importance of ship insurance. This happened while doing a trade run after spending all the credits I had on the cargo, and I made the mistake of flying too fast inside the space station. Needless to say, I have never flown without enough credits to cover ship insurance since that day. It took me a while to learn about the different types of stars in each system in the game. And I had no clue on how to plan my trips based on fuel stars. In one of my long exploration trips, I ended up stranded with only a fraction of my fuel in the tank. After looking up a guide, I was able to find a fuel star nearby to refuel. Now I know better to plan my routes according to the fuel stars, and always keep my tanks topped up with the fuel scoop. It takes forever to land on a planet when using auto-landing. Even though it's kind of a safety mechanism for protecting your ship, I always had trouble finding a spot to land when using auto-landing. Now, I just slam down onto the surface like a pro. Apart from a little bit of shield damage, it's always faster than auto-landing. I learned to check gravity levels for each planet before entering very early in the game. However, I often rush too fast by boosting the ship, thinking I can make it, and end up damaging and sometimes even crashing the ship. I know I shouldn't boost my ship when entering the atmosphere, but I just can't resist it sometimes. Well, these are just a few of the many stupid mistakes I've made in Elite. Have you made any mistakes like this in the game? Let me know in the comments. See you next time.